Yeah, thanks very much. Good afternoon, Ragley Hall, Midlands Air Festival. As introduced, I am Squad Leader Grey Muscat, Red 10. The team supervisor with the Royal Air Force Aerobatic team, it's the Red Arrows. Just going to keep leaving itself quiet for just a couple of minutes. I'm just trying to get in contact with Red 1 just to ensure that they're ready and got themselves on time, ready for the display. And hopefully the rain will have gone by then. But first of all, I just want to thank everybody for hanging around today. Obviously, you've seen some wonderful acts so far, and it's an absolute pleasure for us to finish this wonderful weekend here at Ragley Hall with our fantastic 2025 display. So give me a few minutes, I'll come back to you, and once I spoke to Red 1. We're arriving in battle formation, so please, Ragley Hall, please put your hands together for the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic team. It's the Red Arrows! There you go, that and pulling up means, as I was expected, Red 1 is doing the full arrival. He gives the command, and as I said, that amateur battle means that 6 and 7 can move swiftly into the stem, with 8 and 9 coming in the back, and you can see we form our world famous Diamond 9, reaching a height of over 6,000 feet. Red 1 will bring them back down to the lower altitudes before twisting them around to the right. Red 1, in his second year as the team leader, is squad leader John Bond, known as Bondy. He's his 7th year in the Red Arrows, having been Red 4, 7, 6 twice, before coming back as 4 in 2022, taking a year out and then becoming the team leader in 2024. He's a former Typhoon pilot, and he was also a Tucano qualified flying instructor, where he flew the Tucano as the display pilot in 2012. Reds 8 and 9 now move left and right, coming in from the right in 9 Arrow. The smoke goes on. On the right of Red 1 is Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob is in his first year on the team. He was taken from training and made straight into instructor on the Hawk T1 at 208 Squadron at RAF Valley in Anglesey. After that tour, he then completed his training and joined the Typhoon Force. Having flown on operations over Iraq and Syria, he was also an instructor on the Operational Conversion Unit at RAF Coningsby. You now see Reds 8 and 9, and the rest of the wings start to make their way backwards as the centre section moves forward. Once again, in one of the widest shapes we fly, this is the Swan. In their delivery, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye. So what does that mean? That means the pilots on the outside of the formation are putting their commands into their control column just a little bit earlier than the ones on the inside, and this allows the formation to move as one rather than the ripple effect down the wing. 8 and 9 now sit in trail on Reds 2 and 3 to form a shape of one of the most iconic aircraft in aviation history. From the left, the smoke comes on for the Concorde. To the left-hand side of that centre stem is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Andrew McEwen, known as Macca. Macca is in his first year of the team. He flew the AV-8B, which is a Harrier variant with the United States Marine Corps while on exchange, before then coming back to the UK, and he is the first pilot to join the Red Arrows from the new 5th generation F-35B Lightning II, where he flew with 617 Squadron based at RAF Marham in Norfolk. There are 11 pilots in the team. As I said, we covered Red 11. Myself, Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark II, and this is my 4th and final year with the Red Arrows. The team now, Reds 2 and 3, move up with the rest of the team, forming a delta shape at the rear, and the 20th anniversary of the RAS Typhoon display team. As a tribute, it is no mistake in the shape of Typhoon. On the right-hand side is Red 4, squad leader Chris McCann. Red 4, an extremely hard position to sit in on this particular formation because all our formation references are taken from Red 1. So he's looking through all the aircraft ahead, all the aircraft inside, taking his reference on Red 1 rather than the aircraft that's immediately on the inside of him. Squad leader Chris McCann was also taken straight from training and he was made an instructor on the Tucano, before then joining the Tornado GR4 Force, where he also flew with the world famous 617 Dambuster Squadron. And Chris received an Air Force Cross for his service in operations over Afghanistan. The team have now moved up, and of course the Royal Air Force has a new capability in space and cyber, and in tribute to that niche capability from the left, this is Apollo. We have a team of over 140 personnel, 120 of them are the engineers, the logisticians, the administrators, the visual communicators, and they are known as the Blues due to the colour of their flying coveralls. And there are a number of Blues here today up at our PR tent. I'm sure you've already spoken to them. It's worth going along, finding out about their role in the Red Arrows and also about the wider Air Force. You now see Red 6 and 7 split at the rear coming in from the left. Get your cameras ready for the colourful and noisy Big Vixen. Underneath. This has a twofold effect. It makes the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, thereby produces a noisier pass. It also increases the engine gas temperature, and that makes the smoke colours burn a lot more brightly. And the air brake also disturbs the airflow outside the back of the aeroplane. It makes the smoke billow a lot more brightly. And therefore, in certain manoeuvres in the show, we'll use it to enhance those manoeuvres. I talked about the Blues, and inside those Blues are 11 individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft in between displays when we cannot take a full engineering complement. They are known as Circus. And today, Circus 10 is with me, AS1 Emily Muir, and she is there videoing the display for safety and debriefing purposes. Reds 8 and 9 now slip and trail to the rest of the formation for one of the most popular, and if not the most popular manoeuvre we fly. Get your cameras ready, it's tornado time! 8 and 9, roll goes. Red 8 rolls around the formation, followed by Red 9 smoking the red and the blue. Watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings the team down the line. Once again, we're trailing our famous red, white and blue smoke, and that smoke is only capable due to the smoke pod which is under the belly of the aeroplane. That smoke pod is capable of producing approximately 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke. Each of those colours have their own selectable button on the pilot's control column. And through winter training, Red 1 and Red 6 come up with a smoke plan to ensure that we have the right colour smoke at the right time in the display and we don't run out. You can see in the distance now Red 8 joining on the right, Red 9 joining in on the left-hand side to form once again our famous Diamond 9. Ladies and boys and girls, this will be your last opportunity to capture that image of the Red Arrows in the world-famous Diamond 9 before we go into the second half, which is the more fast-paced, heart-pumping, jaw-dropping part of the display. The smoke comes on once again from the left. In Diamond 9, it's the Red Arrows. As we go into the second half, we've kept it in from last year again because it was so popular. Get your cameras ready. It's the 5-4 split. The second half is flown in two distinct sections. Off to the left-hand side, you've got Enid Reds 1 through 5. They are named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And off to the right, you've got Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9, known as Hannah, named after squad leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows, the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7 to a 9, and he was also responsible for forming our trademark Diamond 9 formation. Enid from the left, Hannah from the right for the colourful 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid now, just slightly to our right-hand side. You'll see Red 5 now just slipping in trail behind Red 1 with Red 4 in trail. Number 4 roll goes 4 rolls around the formation of Enid in the Twister. Sitting in trail on Red 1 is Red 5, that's Flight Lieutenant Dustin Wales. Dusty is in his second year on the team. He's originally from Zimbabwe. He's a former Typhoon pilot. He flew with 11th Squadron RAF Coningsby. He also flew with 41 Squadron, the Test and Evaluation Squadron, and an instructor on the 29 Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby. Look directly to your front and you can see the nose lights and smoke come on from Hannah. Reds 8 and 9 smoke red and blue. Get your cameras ready for the Hannah break. We have Red 8 and 6 off to the left, Red 9 and 7 off to the right. Hannah and the synchro pair are led by Red 6, the synchro leader, squad leader Tom Hansford. Tom is in his third and final year on the team, a former Typhoon pilot. He was also a qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, which means he used to teach weapons, technology and tactics to the entire Typhoon force. And he has also served on operations over Iraq and Syria, where Tom received a Distinguished Flying Cross for that service over Iraq and Syria. Each pair will now dive down to approximately 300 feet over top of the airfield. They've got a closing speed of over 800 miles per hour for the Hannah Pass. Reds 8 and 9 go up and down as they perform the roller coasters. As 8 and 9 move rearwards, look for Red 6 and 7 pulling up now, pulling up towards 6G, reaching a height of over 2,500 to 3,000 feet. Before being inverted on the way down. They'll be 60 degrees nose down before rolling the correct way up. Meeting back in the middle, completing the manoeuvre called the boomerang. Each aircraft passed with only 30 metres, 100 feet between themselves, pulling 6G, finishing the boomerang with the cyclone into slingshot. Look from the right, you've got Enid. As they form the inverted V, and you should be coming in from the left, you're looking for Red 9 at travelling over 400 to 500 miles per hour as he spears the goose. Red 9 is Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his third year on the team. He's a former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Mark II. And you may have seen Ollie or heard of Ollie when he used to fly in the North Wales-based Strike Master pair. Look towards your front and you can see the nose lights twinkling in the distance of the synchro pair. Ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready for the world famous Synchro Heart. And our junior engineering officer, Flight Lieutenant Greg Harley, would like to wish his wife, Grace, a very happy 30th birthday. And of course, on behalf of the Red Arrows and everybody here at Midlands Air Festival, we'd like to dedicate the heart to all the countless volunteers and all the people that work behind the scenes to make this air show such a wonderful event. So let's give everybody a massive round of applause for Wonderful Heart and all their time and dedication to make this event such a wonderful place. Keep your eye on Reds 6 and 7 now. Once again, they'll turn back towards the display line. They'll be back down to that 300 feet, that closing speed of over 800 miles per hour. Each aircraft will perform a barrel roll before crossing in the middle once again at only 30 meters, 100 feet. In a maneuver we call the double rolls. As the synchro pair once again leave to our rear, you're looking towards the left-hand side, eventually over those trees. You'll be looking for Enid, that's Reds 1 through 5, and they'll be joined by Reds 8 and 9. The white smoke in the distance, 8 and 9, roll go as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of Enid in a maneuver we call the corkscrew. The motto of the Red Arrows is "Eclat," and that means excellence. That means every member of the Red Arrows is striving for excellence in everything that we do. Whether that be the person who's only been on the squadron a week or whether that person's been there for 5 years, we're striving for excellence and ensure that hopefully we leave the team when we do and leave it in a better place than where we found it. You're now looking left and right. This time you're looking for Red 6 and 7 again. This time 7 will be from the left, Red 6 will be from the right. A previous manoeuvre known as carousel. This time we've added 2 barrel rolls in and they will meet in the middle to complete the manoeuvre called the circus. Once again, each aircraft now pulling up to 6G, their body working hard against that G-force. Not only are they flying a very high, tight circle, fighting against that G-force, passing with only 30 meters, they now change colour as they pass at the back, from blue to red and red back to blue, trying to meet that missed distance at the front, completing the circus. Smoke on changes to red as Red 1 brings them into a barrel roll, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in the first part of the manoeuvre we call the Serpent. And of course the Red Arrows is extremely proud to fly the red, white and blue wherever we go around the world. We literally fly with the red, white and blue in the sky. We fly with the Union flag on our chests and the Union flag on our tails, and extremely proud to represent the UK and all our Great Britain across the world, whether that be in America, Canada. The Red Arrows have served all the way across the globe from Australia all the way through to the west coast of the USA. Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 now move up alongside Red 1, working hard, 90 degrees, looking along their wing line at Red 1. The smoke comes on for the tango. 7 and 8 from the right, red 6 and 9 from the left. This is the first of our new manoeuvres this year. Red 6 and 9 will appear from our left and completely inverted, red 7 and 8 from the right to complete the chainsaw. Red 6 and 9 working hard, fighting that negative G, trying to fight all that blood rushing into their brains, fighting against that G-force to make sure they remain conscious, before then turning from negative G to positive G as they turn left to join up with reds 8 and 7 at the crowd front. As Hannah leaves to the front, look to your left-hand side. You're looking for Enid running back in, that's reds 1 through 5.
And 3, roll.
2 and 3, roll goes. 2 and 3, roll to the outside. Clear goes, reds 4 and 5, roll to the outside. In one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots to master, this is rollbacks. As Enid disappears to our right-hand side, cast your eyes to the front and you can see the nose lights twinkling in the distance of Hannah. The smoke comes on, 3 smoke trails as reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of red 6. For those people at crowd centre, let's count the aircraft. I can see 1 on the left, 1 on the right and 1 in the middle. But playing hide and seek behind red 6 is red 7 in the Tempest. Once again, red 6 and 8 to your left, red 7 and 9 to your right. The synchro pair, red 6 and 7, will pull up to approximately 1,000 feet before diving back down to the display line for their final manoeuvre of the show. Once again, 300 feet, close speed over 8 to 900 miles per hour, a barrel roll each, followed by inverted flight in a manoeuvre called the crossbow. Look directly to your front, you're looking for the nose lights and smoke of reds 1 through 5. They've now joined by reds 8 and 9. The smoke comes on. Don't forget to give them a huge round of applause because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have been watching the 2025 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows! Smoke on, he'll gather the rest of the formation. They will actually make their way back to our home base at Royal Air Force Waddington in Lincolnshire. If you'd like any more information about the Red Arrows, of course, we have our own Facebook page, RAF Red Arrows. We have our own Instagram page, RAF Red Arrows. If you want to find any more information about the pilots, you can look us up. I am RAF Red 10, find me, you'll find the rest of the pilots. Share your pictures, videos across the internet, hashtag Red Arrows, we'll pick them up. Pick them all up, follow me, you'll be able to find the rest of the pilots. As I said earlier, this is my 4th and final year on the team. I absolutely love Midlands Air Festival. If I don't get to see you through the rest of the season, I just want to take a massive thank you, a very heartfelt thank you to every single one of you that has supported me and it made my time in the Red Arrows absolutely fantastic. But please take care going home. I hope to see you again in the future, but until then, thank you very much. Goodbye!
Red 10, stay where you are. Well, Muskie, it's the last year, but more importantly, it's the last Midlands Air Festival. So we'd like to present you with a small token of our esteem. And ladies and gentlemen, one last massive cheer for our own Muskie! Muskie! And just to clarify, he's welcome back anytime he likes, maybe not in a red suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together again.